Hello. Is this? Okay, this is working. Alright, great. Hello. Welcome to hell, as I call it. So I thought I was gonna be streaming in 720, but it looks like it's at 1080. So I guess that's happening. But, the dynamic bitrate is on, so hopefully no frame drops. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna be playing Splatoon because, I don't wanna play anything major if I'm just gonna be rambling about internet all the time. Okay, there we go. Alright, so yeah, hello Nick and hello Stash. Hope you guys are good. And yeah, the chat box smile is a lot cuter than the other one, which is, it just looks ironic, which is why it's used ironically for the most part, I think. But yeah, hopefully the internet holds out today, because I would very much like to, play Splatoon. And this is a bit high. Alright, good enough, whatever. That's just gonna be there. I'm quiet compared to the music. Alright, how about that? Is that better? I decreased it 4 decibels. 4 whole decibels. So hopefully that's better. I can't even stream in 4K. Like, I have no 4K devices. I don't even know if it'll let me do that. I think, my computer would hate me. Caps lock, is that what I have? Wait. Oh, okay, I do have a microphone mute set up, wow. Sorry, I was trying to figure that. I'm gonna tell you about my computer journey that's been happening, but, for now, welcome to Splatoon. We're gonna be playing some Salmon Run, because it's been a very long time. And, I also just want to make sure the internet's not gonna die completely. So, we're gonna do this. It is Bay right now. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not, like, terrible or anything. I did see it's like 3 shooters and Painbrush, so we should be fine probably, but, yeah. If anyone you want to join, that's okay, but I think I'm probably gonna freelance first, because I haven't played in a while, so you might not want to play with me at first. As you can see, my name is still Spook1, so it's been quite a long amount of time. I need to refresh myself. Very much. Oh yeah, pretty good rotation. It's just the boat. It's just Bay. So we'll see. I mean, I guess the freelancers are probably going to be fine is my guess, because, you know, it's literally just shooters. So you can't really mess that up very much. Oh, you know why the audio's messed up? It's because I decreased my... Ugh. I like did a whole thing where I decreased my audio player music so I can actually hear the video game. Because I can't really hear it very much right now. So that's probably why it was a bit loud. I'll have to fix that when I can, when I'm not throwing. Nick's been debating whether or not to go to Coding Hell. I think you should. I think you should also go to romhacking.net because those guys deal with assembly like all the time. So if you're having issues with like assembly code, which I believe you've been doing, like there's going to be tons of resources there. And I think the forum anyway is still active, so you can definitely like ask people on like the NES stuff, I think. What have I been up to? Not a lot, because my internet's been like really bad usually. Like, I know anyway, the bitrate's gonna be bad, but no frame drops because I have it on a setting now where it just like bit crushes everything instead of dropping frames, so where you have to like refresh every single time. But yeah, I have not been able to like play a lot on stream just because it's been not working very well. So that sucks, but other than that, I mean, I've been alright, working mostly. Playing some, not Splatoon as much. This is, again, this is the first time I played this game in a while. Okay, yeah, I know you can use the paintbrush as a roller a bit, but not very well. But yeah, not Splatoon as much, but I have been missing it because it is a very good game. Especially Salmon. Salmon is the best part, obviously. What I don't know is why we are struggling with this, because we have a bunch of shooters. So I don't know what's happening. It is high tide, but, you know. Okay, we're getting eggs in now, so that's good. I probably can't complain too much, because again, it has been years since I have played this. So what do I know, really? Also, it has been targeting me like 90% of the time. I don't know why it's been doing that. It makes people more dying or something. That's probably what's happening, actually. You should play Splatoon again, Nick. Yeah, you should get your salmon skills up, because again, salmon run is the best part of the game. It's very good. Especially when it's on boat. You agree to play the upcoming Splattershot with a friend. You feel like you made a mistake. Oh no. Yeah, I think it is kind of unfortunate that these Splatfests are repeats. Because, I mean, they are like holiday ones. So it would be cool to see different versions, but... what can you do? I guess. What team were you on? I mean, I probably won't play, so I'm not even choosing a team. But, I mean, I would probably represent my homies, the Banuis, again, if I were to play. Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. Nintendo finally dropped, like, the Order Tunes, what else? A bunch of, like, the Final Fest, songs. So that's good. I did see that. I don't personally have Nintendo music, but, I did see that because I follow some of the peeps on like Blue Sky. I think it's probably Oatmeal Dome or one of those people will like post about that stuff. So that is very cool. for all the true fans of Nintendo music. But what is nice, I know, about Nintendo music is that the audio files are like very good quality usually. So that's cool. Okay, let me adjust my audio, so 1 second. Okay, is this still balanced okay, hopefully? Probably, hopefully, definitely, yes. There's a Splatoon CDs at the con I went to last week and forgot to buy one. Oh, dang. Yeah, I know that in Japan they did release the, CDs for, I think, all the game soundtracks. Like, I know there was one for, like like there was Order 2 most recently, but I think there was also the Octo Expansion music CD. Probably few different versions of those. But yeah, those are cool. Unfortunately, you couldn't get your hands on them, but those are cool artifacts, definitely. The most interesting part of the music drop is the holiday Crab and Ghost songs are in folk quality instead of sound like it's from the radio speaker. Oh yeah, yeah. That's definitely one interesting thing. Like, I do kind of wish they would have, like, the processed versions as well. But, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But I remember when Nintendo Music first came out, people were talking about how I think it was maybe like some of the Wii tracks were, like, different sounding. And there's, like, discussions about, like, you know, if it's, like, really the original or just, like, retracked or whatever. I don't know. Misspell Crap and Go. That's fine. I think Crap and Go is funnier, even if it's not accurate. That's pretty good. Audio's good? Alright, good. Thank you. And yes, you can join if you would like. I will definitely be struggling for a bit, but probably a bit better now so that I can actually hear the video game. There we go, yeah, I can actually hear the eggs. I can hear my hit sounds, wow. Please kill. Thank you. There's $60 for one CD. I don't know. I mean, I guess that makes sense because it is at a con. I don't know how much it would be to just import them. Because I know I definitely looked at one, I definitely looked at one point. Like online to see how much the CDs were because I was curious because there's a lot of like Japanese exclusive CDs, but I don't remember. And some of the Wii and 3DS songs were resampled. Oh yeah, yeah, that sounds right. Very interesting. Alright, well hopefully we can do a bit better, Nick, together. With the grillers. I think it is day 2 of this rotation, right? Splatoon 3.8. Splatoon 3.8. No, it just started today. Okay, well, whatever, it's fine. Oh, and hello, Kiwi. I'm glad you found one of the new Plinky emotes. I've added a couple. And yeah, you can also join Stash, yes. Again, sorry if my performance is bad. But hopefully better since there will be 3 of us playing. Oh yeah, I also have the Glorp Link. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah. There's a lot of really great Blink emotes. Oh, an update just dropped, so you're gonna start loading. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll create a room for anybody who wants to join, so when Nick you get in there, Stash, then anybody else. Or we'll just get a freelancer, and that's okay too. I think I'm friends with all of you guys. Yes. Yes. Okay. Alright, Stash is in. Nice. Good colon 3. So again, for those who are just joining, sorry if you see like horrible, like bit brushed, video quality. It's literally the only way I can do this right now, because otherwise you just gotta refresh like every 2 seconds because my internet is still so bad. But you do get Animal Crossing music. So, you know, there's positives and negatives, you know? Alright, Nick is in. Stash is BRB, that is fine. We will wait, and I will continue brushing. Kiwi, do you want to join? We do have one spot open. And it's okay if you do not. Next job, alright, yes, that is fine. We will do one job with a very lucky freelancer. Yeah, full lobby. The people yearn for Salmon Run, as they should, because Salmon Run is fantastic. And it's been way too long since I've played regularly. Alright, so while we wait, let me begin telling my tales of computer. Actually, it's probably a lot more I could, like, talk about, because it's been, like, 5 years. But I will start with computer. Why is this loud? It's a little bit loud. Okay. Anyway, so computer. So. Okay, Stash is back. Alright, nice. Key will probably be joining us, next job. Alright, good luck, gamers. I have already gathered some, meter for us. So we will see Cohozuna very, very soon. And definitely not in, 3 more jobs. Or 4. Or 5. But yeah, my computer. So, I think maybe like a month or 2 ago, I installed, I think it was, yeah, it was Cache OS with, I think, KDE as the desktop environment to, like, check it out, because previously I was running Mint, which I still think is excellent, by the way. I think everybody who's, like, new to Linux should, like, use that, or at least check it out, because it's very good. But yeah, so I've been on that, basically, but, recently I was hearing about like tiling window managers, and I thought that sounded cool because like part of the reason you like do that is because you know, if you're already like half windowing or like quarter windowing your whatever applications you have up, and I've already been doing that like with like Discord or my music player, even web browser. I like have all that set up, so to have it like do that automatically for me, I thought sounded really cool. So I was kind of checking that stuff out recently. Which it could in some ways seem to start doing more. You know, like years ago, I was actually looking into that because I actually wanted to like make like I wanted to fix a specific game because it had like really weird issues. I thought it'd be fun if I could like try to fix them. But yeah, it would require learning assembly and like a very specific assembly too, because when you had like video game consoles, they all had like very specific like differences in how the code and compilers and whatnot are written. So like for example, like NES assembly code will not work the same as I don't know, SNES assembly. So that's part of the issue with that. But I mean, the general logic is similar, I think, as long as I'm remembering that part correctly. Oh shoot, who DC'd? Oh no, our rando DC'd. But yeah, assembly, very interesting. And in fact, I still actually want to probably at least learn a little bit of it. Random Randall, oh yes. Every random, that's their name. Just like in Monsters Inc. Actually, kind of semi-related, I have been trying to refresh my programming knowledge as a whole, so that has involved looking into C, like just standard C, because it's very low level as a programming language, and that involves like, you know, memory allocation and whatnot. Oh my god, please die, thank you. So I have been looking at that, so assembly not too far from that. But yeah, after C, I'm gonna be trying to learn Python, because I did like a while ago, but again, I just need like refreshers so I can actually like make programs and not just silly things like calculators that are very basic and primitive. But yeah, so been doing that. This is cool. Number one, can you make you an AI girlfriend? Oh, you know, it's very easy. All you have to do is you gotta import the OpenAI API, and then you just code in, you know, responses and stuff. It's very easy. You can do that in like 10 lines of code. And then your AI girlfriend will love you forever. Oh god, I'm already out of ink. Blink dating sim? Yes. You can make Blink love you. That's the endgame goal of all programmers. Or it should be anyway, just to make a Blink dating sim. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit. It's already wave 3. I gotta, find a way to, like, use my booyah bombs. Because I haven't used any of them yet. Yeah. I kinda got him a little bit. Oh man, you're going the wrong way, how dare you. Alright, GG's, good job. Alright, get in here, Kiwi. I will open the slot. Alright, I will resume talking about the window manager. So, the cool thing about KDE, which is, what I'm actually currently running, as a desktop environment, also very good by the way, is that you can actually get a, like an additional script, you can download that to act as a tiling window manager. So like there's algorithms that whenever you open a new application, it like, you know, makes it either take up the entire screen or if there's two on the same screen, you it like halves it basically, has both applications. So you can already do that on KDE, which is really cool. And that's what I'm currently doing. I need to like rebind my stuff because I'll get into why I need to rebind my stuff. So, there are like other desktop environments they can get that are like purely based on like tiling windows essentially. Except they aren't exactly desktop environments. Like they are, but they aren't. They're more so like, I think it's like compositors or something, or one of those words is correct. So there's programming, you know, for the keybinds, and for the tiling windows and all that. But you gotta basically get everything else that your other standard desktop environments, like even like Windows, for example, or I think Cinnamon or whatever Mint uses by default, or even KDE. So all those stuff that work together, like the login screen, the status bar, any authentication pop-ups, notification windows, any sound effects, that is not included by default. You have to get all that yourself. Which, you know, is cool and it makes sense because the only people who are like making stuff like this are like weird ass programmers who want everything to work exactly the way they want it to. So, in that regard, it makes perfect sense. So yeah, I think at some point that might be where I look into more. I already lost 2 days setting up stuff in Hyperland, which is one of these supposed mythical tiling window managers. And I got it to work. It works pretty good. There's just some weird kinks that I don't feel like working out right now. And it's probably gonna make way more sense to me if I actually like, you know, understand fully what I'm doing. But I do not have the time or motivation for that right now, but perhaps in the future. Anyway, unfortunately, because I did use that for a few days, I'm now really used to the keybinds for it. So I'm gonna have to go into KDE, which is, again, what I'm currently using. I have to, like, get all those set up because now I'm used to it and now I like it. So I'll figure that out. But it was a fun experience. Also, do not make me into an AI, please, thank you. Even if it involved blinks, I do not want to be AI. I think I would rather die. Anyway, that's my computer story that I'm sure made complete sense to everybody. Because as everyone knows, all computer stuff makes a lot of sense when you get down to the assembly or the lower level stuff. Why is that still displaying the long version? Oh, it's because I didn't fix it, shoot. I forget I fixed the album name for the Bombay Corporation in one of my playlists, but not on the other one, so that's why it says full original soundtrack. Just that way you're not confused, you know? Just so you know where it's from. Oh man, why are you coming all the way down there? Luckily, we are on, wave 3, so that is good. Oh my god, please die, jeez. Those freaks. Ruining everything. Alright, good job, gamers. Oh, you know what else I can do? I can also add my PNG, I think. Actually, no, it's messed up, never mind. I'll have to fix that later. Coding is very cool, but luckily, one thing that's very good is there's so many forums and community groups which are not behind a walled garden like Discord they can look through for assistance and tutorials and stuff. But yeah, unfortunately for like a lot of it requires like understanding of like basics and like logic, and if you don't have that explained to you in a way that you can understand, it's very easy to get lost. So that is one unfortunate thing about code or programming and anything in general, actually. Math too, math especially, which coding is basically math, but you know. Your brain just breaks when you look at code, yeah. Like, I think if you were to, like, look at basic code, it would make more sense, but yeah, like, once you start looking at, like, stuff that, like, actually works in the real world, like, decompiled, like, actual games or whatever, it gets really confusing really fast. Like, you just have to have, like, a really solid foundation in order to understand what's happening. Otherwise, yeah, it's really easy just to be like, oh, yes, those are symbols and words, yep. Well, I love shore spawns. Shore spawns are really cool. Alright, look at this. It's gonna go in. Yeah. I used to play basketball once. Oh my god, the lag. Wow. Really nice PowerPoint we got going here. Yeah, so good news. The recording of this is gonna be good quality. I'm gonna have to look at, the stream after I'm finished to decide if that's, like, okay enough to where I can, like, actually play stuff again like this. Because it kind of sucks to just not be able to because the frames decide to, like, disappear with the milk. No, unfortunately the Wi-Fi card, like, so it's good for one thing, and that's, like, if, my Ethernet connection goes down, then my Wi-Fi will connect to, like, the base router. So, like, it'll prevent me from, like, completely losing internet in theory, unless it just straight up goes out, goes out. But yeah, it does not help with any of the rates or frames or upload, download, or whatever. So yeah, it's just sucky internet at where I am right now, so that's fun. Oh yeah, it's Brits Wave 3. Unfortunately, there's, like, nothing close I can use this on. Oh shoot, why is you disappearing with the milk? No. Do we have, okay, we have one, we had one egg, that's good. And there is the Cohozuna, as promised. Did the stream just buffer? Did it buffer for you guys, or is that just on my end? I hope it's not buffering. I was just saying how happy I was. Oh my god, oh, I hate that eel wall. That sucks. There we go. Actually, wait, why am I rendering that in 180p in the first place? Doesn't make any sense because my my window is like tiny. Also gold. Yay. 1 gold. Lossless? I mean, it depends on what your definition of lossless is. I currently use HVAC or HEVC, whatever that is. Yeah, HEVC. I use that to encode, and then the recording format is a MKV at a constant QP of 24, if that means anything to you guys. Gonna quit out here? Alright, no problem. Thank you for playing. Hopefully you enjoy your gold and silver. Losses when the quality swings in OBS? I mean, there's, like, encoding presets. Usually doesn't really, affect that much. Oh, yeah, there's no, I don't do lossless. I do, constant QP. Which I'm changing, because when I stream, that's, constant bitrate, because constant QP doesn't really do much. Because, again, Twitch quality or whatever, Discord quality, that doesn't, do much. But no, I don't record on lossless because the file size for that would be like 2 million gigabytes, and that just does not make any sense at all whatsoever for like 2 extra pixels. But no, I've tried to optimize it so that way the file sizes are like not horrendous. So that way they upload at a reasonable time, and then I can actually store some of them reasonably. And then, so that, the quality is also, like, not, like, 240p. So I try to optimize that. But no, I did not record in lossless, because that does not make any sense. Oh no. My basketball skills are depleting. Yeah, one possible issue is that I'm not actually streaming at 720 like I thought. I thought it would be working, but it's not. So I'll have to look into that. Otherwise, no frame drops, supposedly, maybe. So that's good. Like, why would I do that? I don't even have a 4K disc. Actually, you know what? If I did that, I bet all the AAA companies would love me because we all know that their game file sizes are horrendously big. Like Marvel Rivals, that is 100 gigabytes. Why is it that big? Why must I allocate a tenth of my terabyte hard drive to Marvel Rivals as an offering? Listen, even in the name of preservation, you don't necessarily need lossless unless you're like an absolute snob or like, I don't know, you need, I don't know, there's not that many reasons for like complete lossless quality, especially for like recordings of games or streams or whatever. It's just not that important. I remember recording with Fraps on compressed about 15 years ago, and that was the last thing I forget. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, no, it's literally not worth it. Titanfall's gigantic file size because of uncompressed audio. Oh god, really? The audio wasn't compressed? Yeah, that's one other thing about like audio in particular. Like WAV files are like completely lossless audio quality, but usually you can just get the FLACs, and that's like fine because that like it's still lossless quality, but it's compressed, but you can't really tell the difference, but you save a lot of storage if you're really caring about like lossless audio quality. 0. We're not gonna take care of this guy. Okay, I'm dead. Sad. I guess all the eggs were over here. Okay, hold on, let me change this. That it feels. There we go. That's better. It will update on the next Lablemi Corporation song. We don't have to know for certain that it is in fact the full original soundtrack. Wish Respawn got to make Titanfall 3 instead of the live service should have done 3 weeks, yeah. Was it Highgar? Was that the one they made or whatever? Oh yeah. Yep, that was it. Oh hello PK, how are you? Welcome to the crust stream where the video is crust but you don't have to reload it. You can still hear the Animal Crossing music. You can load Apex. See, there just aren't many live service games that I even play. Like Splatoon's like I think the only one really that I've really like bothered with. So I mean, I couldn't care less personally, but I do think it kind of sucks because it just kind of seemed like Heartgar was kind of set up for failure in the first place. That's my understanding of it. And there just wasn't like a whole lot of anything setting it apart, so that just kind of sucks. PL, oh yeah, hello PL. That's your new name now. It's your nickname, rather. Oh my god. Technically isn't a live service because it ends. I mean, it's technically ended, but I mean, it's still getting, like, you know, patch updates, and it was getting, like, live service stuff for, like, 2 years or whatever. So I think it counts, even though, I mean, it's not being maintained as much, but, I mean, case in point, Splatoon 1, that service officially ended. That was a live service. You cannot play online unless you do the Pretendo stuff. Wow, chum. Dr. Squid, thank you. Yeah, high guard. Oh, it wasn't Respawn, but they did have previous devs. Okay. That sounds familiar. I think when I looked it up, it said like a different company, but I was wondering if like Wikipedia listed all of them, but that makes sense too. So yeah, just devs that got screwed over. Big time. What was that other live service game that like ended like really quickly? I don't remember. I know there was one. I don't remember what it was, but I think that was like the first situation in which that happened basically. Which died like really, really quickly because no one cared. Is that even good go? I don't even know. Yes, there we go. Wait, did it not kill it? Oh my god, that sucks. I hate you. Concord? That sounds about right, yeah. That sounds right. I'll look up to confirm, but that does sound correct. Greatest piece of— oh my god, I can't speak today. Greatest piece of entertainment and gaming history, didn't even buy it. Concord, is that it? Oh yeah, that was 2024. Yep, that was it. 1 week, oh my god. Yeah, dang, at least Highguard lasted a couple weeks longer. Push-ups? Okay, well I can't do push-ups in the middle of the match, but I'll do it after we finish. Thank you for your contribution to keeping me fit and healthy. I shut down after 2 weeks. Yeah. It sucks so much for the people who are like actually like putting effort into it. But then no one cares about it. For, you know, good reasons. I'm not saying it's bad that no one cared about it. But it does suck. Oh, okay. Very cool. Cool lag. It's very nice. Alright, I will now do my push-ups. As purchased. Alright, I did the push-ups. Thank you. Now, remember, everybody, you should also do push-ups, because push-ups are good for keeping your arms strong. How did I do? I died 3 times while I'm sucking. I need to play better. Oh no, of course. It's because, I don't have my Splatoon wiper, that's why. If only my baby was here. Being a AAA dev must suck. Spend 8 years of your life working for one game just for it to be bad. Yeah. Meanwhile, 90s devs get the bigger games in 3 years. Well, I mean, to be fair, like, there are still lots of bad games put out in the 90s. But yeah, I think with modern AAA companies and stuff, there's definitely a push for like just bigger scale in general. So I think that's where the long dev time comes from mainly. Because I mean, 90s games were like generally the scope was like a lot smaller. So you really could just put out a lot of games in a shorter amount of time, even if they did suck. Fish want me. Perfect, our random name. Oh my god, I love rain. I love not knowing how to play basketball. There we go. Oh yeah, Majora's Mask, that's actually a really cool and good example because Majora's Mask reused like a lot of assets from Ocarina of Time already. And it was the same N64 engine as well, so that also helps, just having the same engine. How few people there were in the credits, yeah. Yeah, now you look at a bunch of AAA games, or even like AA games, there's like tons and tons of people. I mean, there's still like a lot of tools available, like even now, that really facilitate game creation. Like one famous example is RenPy for like visual novels. Like that's a pretty easy to use engine for visual novels, and you can still do some really cool stuff with that. Like I talked about before, but like Slay the Princess, that does some cool stuff. You can use like lots of plugins with that. So there's one. I mean, Game Maker, Unity, like Godot, bunch of those stuff. Like you still have to like program or use logic or whatever, but it's a lot easier than like assembly, for example, or like figuring out someone else's game engine. Someone's a closed source, private equity engine or whatever. Smaller teams make the best games. Yeah, I think small teams makes it like you don't have the too many cooks issue. And it's probably easier to like, handle data and duplicity and all that. when you know who's working on what and what's happening, what changes are being made. And also, you know, probably not having random shareholders or CEO people being like, guys, we need this feature because we need the Bluetooth cryptocurrency feature. Everyone loves it, and then we'll get millions of dollars. I think that also helps. Oh, thank you. Wow, that's very nice. Yeah, I can't really do anything. Indie games now are basically what A games used to be. Yeah, kinda. I mean, again, like, there are still, you know, companies, and some of them bigger than others, making games, like, in the 90s and 80s or whatever. Man, I'm not killing a lot of things. Well, I think indie games are paving the way for releases made with passion. The difference in indie devs today versus smaller teams back then is that in the earlier times they shot for the mover and the did by orchestrates. Yes, very true. Yeah. And that's still a saying, like, constraints breed creativity. Like, people were trying to figure out what to do and how to deal with, like, limited memory, but now it's like we have supercomputers with, like, 64 gigabytes of RAM. At least before the RAM prices didn't skyrocket. But yeah, in theory, like, since there's not as much limitations now, it's a lot easier to be like, oh, it's okay if, you know, we have a memory leak here and there, if we don't, like, close out all that stuff, or it's okay if we take up 100 gigabytes of space, that's fine. People have big hard drives, right? So that's also an issue. Yeah, I guess I'll stay back here. But yeah, back then, I mean, like, lots of games were made with, like, you know, teams of, like, 10 to 20 people, or, like, even less, but, like, again, games still sucked back then, I mean, and, you know, some games weren't just bad. But yeah, the hard limitations definitely helped with, you know, forcing people to, like, find solutions to problems. And it also took time for people to even, like, figure out the engines as well. Like, if you look at, like, early NES games versus later NES games, like, I think, was it Kirby's Adventure? And as one, like, Batman NES, like, lots of games, like, later NES games, those look and play, like, fantastically. In which, you compare that to, like, Super Mario 1. It's, like, a very big difference and how, like, they run and how they look, basically, because they figure out how to better either, like, optimize stuff or how to get things to work the way they want them to. But one of the limitations of Mario would just be some white guy. See, I don't think I understand that. There's probably a reference there that I'm not getting. I don't know what that's referring to. Unless you're referring to like limited color palettes or something. I don't know. Can I even get that? I don't even know if I can get that. Might be too low on the ground with the paintbrush. That ball not work? Oh, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. So group put at Bungie, which you believe was taken for the Halo 3 release, there were probably about like 100 people there. Yeah, now there's like a lot more than that even. Where I heard the mustache was a result of his sprites being low detail. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you only have like a certain amount of space for the sprites. It's also why, oh, one thing I do know and do remember is that the clouds and the grass, that use the same texture, it just but the colors changed. I don't know if there are gonna be any snatchers that go in the right direction. Yeah, those are clearly not going in the right direction. They're just stealing all the eggs. Splatoon was limited by how no one had a Wii U, and now make it actually make an actually cool game. I don't know if that's the same thing, but sure. I mean, Splatoon was a cool game. I mean, that's why they made 3 of them. And why they're making a 4th one, right? Splatoon Raiders? That's coming out, surely. I love short spawns. I do think it's really silly for Nintendo to announce games like so long in advance. And then just stop talking about it for ages. And then whenever they finally announce a game, everyone's like, dude, it's the thing. Oh my god. It's real. Wow. It's just so weird and manufactured. Nintendo's tame compared to other devs in that regard. Oh yeah, I mean Silk Song was a thing. But yeah, I mean I get you what you mean. They announced it early so fans can do the free concept art. Oh yeah, true. And then they can steal it. And then they can put it in the game. They can change up all their models. And then they're like, wow, this is perfect. I love having such a creative community. Oh my god, why are you still here? Okay, I guess I'm going down here. Might as well. I do have laws, but it's not gonna get up here in time. Yeah, here it is. Well, glowflies, I'm glad I kept my specials. Can't wait to use the roller properly. Yeah, it's not worth it. The shooters are actually doing their jobs now. Unlike when I was first playing. Someone doing the fan trip? No. Okay. I saw someone do that, but it was not happening. Alright, thank you. That was way less painful than I was doing that with only freelancers. And that was still the brush. Did I read the Elder Scrolls comment? I think I did. In case I didn't, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6. That's been in development for like, what, 10 plus years? I don't even know at this point. Or GTA 6, yeah. Non-existent video games. Luckily for me, my selection of video games that I, like, actually play isn't that big. So usually I don't care that much about game releases. It's mostly Nintendo games, I think, and that's why, like, I mentioned that specifically. Like for, like, Elder Scrolls 6 or GTA 6, like, I'll probably never play those games. That's the only reason why I don't care. I just know people who are very excited about them, maybe. And that's what gets talked about, because those are popular franchises. Yeah, I can't get that. I love being a brush. Trying to think of what else has even happened recently that I could talk about. I already mentioned the computer stuff, and that was mostly it. Oh, hello, honey. How are you doing? Schmoop strawberry spin. Yeah, I think earlier I joked that I lost 2 days messing with the Hyperland stuff. But I really did. That's like all I spent like hours figuring stuff out. And it's funny, because like I'm not even gonna probably, I mean I might keep some of those files just in case I end up going back to it at some point, which I probably will. But I really should have known that I'm the type of person who is okay tinkering with stuff like that. Because that's literally what I was doing even back when I was on Windows. Like I was figuring out ways to change the background of the default status bar from like boring black. But no, I didn't listen. I was like, no, I'm not the kind of person who's just gonna spend an entire several days doing random stuff in CSS files. That's not me. But it was all along. Honey is good. I've been alright. I mean, I know with internet stuff and tired, but other than that, I've been okay. We've been mostly winning, yeah. We've had, Nick and Kiwi here, Stash was here, for like a couple jobs earlier, so we've been doing mostly good. I think we've only lost like a couple, so that's pretty nice. Nicholas Tinker until he hates it. See, I could probably just tinker with stuff forever because I'm very used to looking stuff up if I don't know how to do it already. Like, that's why I'm recommending, like, you know, like, looking into forums and such, because, like, I'm really used to doing that. And so when you get used to that, you know, like, where to look for stuff or what to use to look stuff up. So I could do that forever, even if it's, like, grueling. Like, I will literally, like, lose time doing it because I enjoy it a lot. But it sucks when you're supposed to be doing other stuff. But your brain's like, no, I gotta have the green overlay. It needs to be there. Oh yes, we did win every match Stash was in, this is correct. So clearly, Stash is the god gamer. Because we have lost games without him in it. Oh, it's wave 3, I didn't even notice. Honey has Mario Party, very good. Mario Party is good. It's also just looking stuff up, but unfortunately CG on the long run. Well, don't oh god, what's even the word for that? Degrade? Downplay? Something like that. Don't, like, degrade yourself. Because sometimes, like, if you, again, like, if you don't have, like, certain, like, fundamental knowledge, which whatever you are looking up may or may not include, like, yeah, it's not gonna make sense, or it's not gonna work properly. So yeah, like, that is one thing I run into, is when, like, you know, there's, like, forum posts or whatever, when looking at one specific thing, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta do this, but, like, I don't know how to do the thing that's saying for me to do, you know? So then you gotta go down, like, 5 different rabbit holes to figure out what the thing is. So usually it just requires, like, a lot of work. Oh my... Why does that always come up so late? Like, I swear, there's always, like, one flyfish missile that shows up, like, a half a second before it actually comes by. And thank you for the lurk, honey. Also, thank you for taking care of all the shore bosses. That's gonna make our games a lot easier. So thank you for that. Because again, we are on the boat, and the boat shore bosses suck. Because you gotta go like 5 miles away to get them. I knew that was gonna fall in the water. I saw the trajectory, but I could not stop it. It was very sad. Oh, Tomodachi Light. That's coming out very soon. And I really want to play it. I was thinking that I'd probably have to wait because I would want to stream it because I think it's very funny. But if this turns out okay, I might be able to, which means I might not have to wait like 16 million months or whatever. Or for the internet to be better. Is that why are you still there? I thought I got you already. So yeah, Tomodachi perhaps. And Tomodachi, isn't that in like, what, like a week or a little week and a half or something like that? That game looks very good, and that's also a Switch 1 game. So I can run it, because I do not have a Switch 2. And you know what? I think Tomodachi Life is probably gonna run at a lower bitrate than Splatoon. So it might be fine. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to see how high Nintendo makes the textures in this silly meat game. But yeah, I've seen a lot of good stuff about Tomodachi. The only bad thing is that can't like QR code scan or like import any Miis directly, which kind of sucks. But there is no filter, so you can make me swear, and that's funny. That's comedy right there. You can also actually make Miis related to each other. You can make them gay. You can make them non-binary. I forgot about my other special again. You can make the Miis wear multiple, like, different pieces of different outfits. So, very exciting. God, I hate fly fish. Where are the bosses? Oh my god. There we go, there's some bosses. me just miss all my shots. Because that's cool. Everybody loves missing. Oh my god, I haven't played Splatoon so long, can't Oh. Communication error. Thank you, John Splatoon. Well, I know it's Nintendo because I'm still alive. No, that's just Nintendo Wi-Fi. That's cool. Yep. Nice. Well, let me actually see what Wi-Fi am I even on. Should be working. Internet connection success. Unable to connect. Alright, that's really cool. Alright, well, thanks for playing Salmon Run with me. Did you guys get any silver or gold, or was it just bronze? You have to tell me that. Also, yes, hello. That's the word of the day. Ugh, 11 bronze, dang. That is very sad. Maybe next time. I mean, at least we got 1 gold earlier, 1 silver, so, I mean, that's something. Didn't realize Tomodachi would be so popular like your note on 30th days. Yeah, lots of people talked about Tomodachi back then. It was in a lot of places, so maybe you weren't in the right places for that then. Because it was most definitely a thing. Okay, now it lets me connect. Alright, that's really weird. Alright, well... I probably have a ban or something. Maybe it's because you didn't care. Maybe, yeah. It definitely depends on what you pay attention to in the grand scheme of things. Splatoon? Oh, multiplayer maps have been updated. Oh, it's okay if you miss out on stuff. I mean, you don't have to care about everything. Oh yeah, I'm banned. Alright, cool. Guess I still have my meter. I mean, I know like a few years ago I thought I had to care about like every single cool indie game that was coming out. And like, you really don't have to. I mean, if you, like, you don't have to. You're allowed to care about what you like. You don't have to like everything. That's okay. Alright, well, I think I'm also done with Salmon for now. But it was a good time. Thank you very much for playing.